IATA for refusing to stop cooking and eating in my kitchen because of my roommate's girlfriend's condition. I feel like this is entirely ridiculous. I live with my roommate, Matt. We used to be pretty close friends, but over the last 2 years of living with him, we've drifted apart, and I'm just waiting for our lease to move out on my own. Matt's girlfriend, Sarah, pretty much lives with us, despite not paying rent. I won't lie, she annoys me to no end. She's an entitled airhead who thinks the world revolves around her. Anyway, Sata has a condition where she gets nauseous at the slightest smell and sight of certain foods. She's an incredibly picky eater, and anything outside of corndogs or chicken tenders makes her nauseous according to her. Well, unfortunately for her, I like to cook. I love heavily spiced foods and love to cook Asian-style dishes. So, living with a toddler who can't stand the smell really sucks. Sarah has always complained about me cooking smelly foods and has asked me to stop or do it when she's not home. Well, considering she doesn't pay rent and spends 18 hours a day at my home, I have not accommodated her at all. Last night, Sarah and Matt sat me down and told me I need to stop cooking because Sarah cannot stand it anymore. Apparently, she had a mental breakdown last week when I was cooking curry. She claims I am making our apartment a hostile environment by ignoring her concerns. I told both of them to piss off until Sarah starts paying her share of the rent. Matt said that because he lives here his opinion matters as well and he wants me to stop. I told him no to that as well because he's only doing this because Sarah is being a baby. We ended up having a massive argument, and neither of them is talking to me. Both are staying at Sarah's mom's house right now. I say good riddance. At least I did until I told the story to my coworkers and they are all shocked. They say I am being a complete a-hole. This has given me second thoughts on if I was the asshole in the fight we had. Welcome to Am I the Asshole? Please view our voting guide here, and remember to use only one asterisk judgment in your comment. Op has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole, and GT was fighting and brushing off Matt and Sarah's feelings wrong of me. I feel like I might be the a-hole as we could have come to a compromise instead of me refusing to listen to them at all. Help keep the sub engaging. Hashtag Downvote assholes. Do upvote interesting posts. Click here for our rules. And click here for our FAQ. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Contest mode is 1.5 hours long on this post. NTA, not even a little bit. What the hell? You're absolutely right. Good riddance. You live there, you pay rent, you can cook whatever you want. She can find another place to live. NTA, 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 and GT. I told both of them to piss off until Sarah starts paying her share of the rent. This is the appropriate response. They can find things to do outside of the house as she does not live there. Have you talked to your landlord about the extra tenant? And GT. Sarah has always complained about me cooking smelly foods and has asked me to stop or do it when she's not home. Well, considering she doesn't pay rent and spends 18 hours a day at my home, I have not accommodated her at all. Bravo. If it gets her out, all the better. Wow. She's not paying rent but is making demands. NTA. You get to use the kitchen you are paying for. You aren't doing anything unreasonable here. End of conversation. NTA. How could you possibly be the asshole? Your coworkers are assholes. Your roommate and his GF are definitely assholes. How the fuck is someone going to ask you to not cook in your own home? If someone asked me that, I'd tell them to piss off the same way you did. Especially considering one of those people isn't even a paying tenant. If you wanted to get real petty and live in an apartment, you could tell him you'll report him as having a guest for too long. Most leases don't allow long-term guests, so you could potentially threaten that action if they don't stop being ridiculous assholes. You're not breaking any rules. Chances are he is with his long-staying GF. NTA. You pay rent and that includes use of the kitchen. You didn't agree to live with Sarah. NTA. I had a roommate who loved to cook mushrooms. That, and some fish, and the only two things I find repulsive. She never knew this because I never told her. I just went to my room. Who am I to tell a grown person what to make in their own kitchen? Does it suck? Yes. But I can always open a window in my room and burn some incense, geez. NTA. She does not live there and doesn't pay rent. This is your home. If she doesn't like the smell, she can leave. Hopefully your lease is up soon. NTA. Up your game and look up how to ferment kimchi.